Well, just a young leader. I'm 34 years old. I had some of my toughest decisions when I was 24. And I found over these years, over and over and over again, I've been stuck in these moments where I really didn't know what to do. What do you do when you don't know what to do? And that's really the question we tried to address with this book.
Yeah. And these two words in the title, yes, no, very important in our vocabulary, right?
I believe they're the two most powerful words in the dictionary. They define what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. And yeah, so unfortunately, we don't use the word no as often as we probably should. My 2-year-old says it all the time, right? But most of us forget. We try to talk circles around things we don't want to do. We come up with excuses. But really, when we start to use these words, it becomes definitive and helps us go in a great direction.
Yeah. There is a fear associated with the word no. We don't like to use it. I guess, call it people pleasing. I don't know. You don't want to offend somebody. You don't want to hurt somebody's feelings by telling them no. But I mean, we end up getting involved in stuff we don't really need to be involved in just because we can't use those two letters.
Isn't it amazing? Yeah, we have a fear of rejection when people say no to us. But when you meet someone that has clarity in what they ought to be doing and they use the words yes and no really clear, man, the respect that you have for those people, it's amazing.
Well, let's talk about the importance of making the tough calls, the tough decisions. That's obviously one of the great characteristics of leadership. Talk about how you develop that in your own life and how you really share that here in the book.
Well, I think I talk a lot about this philosophy of choice. We all have a philosophy of choice that's rooted deep within us. And those are really combined between three things. Most of us don't realize it, but I think it's still there. The first is, what do you love or who do you love? I think a lot of times we say we love something, but if you looked at our lives, it might not match what we say, unfortunately. The easiest way to look at what you love is look at what you're spending money on and look at your calendar. Your time and your money will instantly tell you the things that you love, right? The second thing is, what wisdom have you been given? Over your life experience, over the education that you have, the experiences that you've gone through in time, you have a bank of wisdom, of knowledge, of experience that you should integrate in decision making. And the third is this, what I was saying earlier, that mantra. What is the problem that you feel responsible to solve? If you have clarity in those three questions, it's going to drive a lot of decisions for you.
Let's talk about this whole notion of problem solving, because I would imagine there are a lot of folks that either don't feel that they have anything to contribute to the solving of problems, or they just don't think, well, that's for somebody else to do. Talk about the importance of really being involved in solving problems.
Well, I think most of us don't think that our abilities matter that much.
Yeah.
That's the root of it, right?
Yeah.
That we're not that unique, that we don't have gifts, unfortunately. But we do. You have an incredible gift right now of doing interviews, right? And if you weren't doing that, me as a person in this community would be at a loss because you're not doing what you are designed to do. And so I think there's a root cause in this that people don't think that their gifts matter that much, and they really do.